Hey y'all, it's your girl Monique 69 Ways, and I'm here with Miss Kara Speaks, and we are here to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 7. This episode was eh, meh,
Giving a little filler.
filler, a whole lot of bit. Now, just a little bit. It was a whole lot of it. I mean, it
Next
seemed
week
like it
should
was the
probably be.
Drew episode because it's like every time you
Mhm.
turn around, it's Drew.
Next week might be a little bit better because we're away on a trip, and they like to turn the volume up a little bit when they get out of town.
They like to show their ass in another damn city, in another
Hmm.
state, or country.
Exactly.
Ah, yes. So, but before we get into the episode, make sure y'all, if you are new here, make sure you are subscribed to both our channels and hit the like button. We would greatly appreciate it, and share out the content if
Yes,
you
please.
enjoy this. If anyone enjoys Real Housewives of Atlanta still, because
Help us
they
help
said the
them.
ratings was
Help
low.
us help them. Yes, Lord.
Okay,
We still
they said
watching.
yeah, I'm gonna stick it through.
Hmm.
I'm gonna stick it through. I had to say I would. I had to stick it through. But yeah, I heard
The
the
new girls
ratings.
are actually showing up. It's these older people. Well, well, except for one of them. It's these older people.
Yeah.
For
I'm glad
sure.
they showing up. I mean, they want to come back the next year, the next season. So I mean, you do what you gotta do, but just do it legitly. You know what I mean? Instead of
Yeah.
being,
I mean,
Hey, the Marcus Boo.
hey, the Marcus.
So yeah, but before we get into the episode, let's talk about uh Kenya Moore hair spot. So she finally came through with the confessionals. It didn't happen originally. It was supposed to happen one day, then she had to push it back to the Friday. Then she gave us a minute and like 40-second video or 20-second video, and then she would have a technical difficulties because like she said in her video in the confessional when she did air it on Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
um she don't have a team. I'm like, well, it
Yeah.
shows. Okay, it
Mm-hmm.
shows.
I'm glad I wasn't trying to rush up there and catch it on the exact date because I would have been mad. I was just like, oh, it's finally up. Okay, I'm gonna go watch it now.
Right, she thought it was finally up. Yeah, but okay. So, what are your thoughts? What you got out of it? I know I got like a couple of things, because some stuff we already know. It was like 2 or 3 things for me I got from her video, I will say.
Some things I was seeing, you said you had the receipts, but where was the receipts? Like the pure pure? Because I think Kelly
I
had
think
said
her
on something that she saw something. So I was like,
she know for a fact that Bert really carried around the blicky because
oh,
she's seen it before.
okay.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because I know Andy did
I
try
was
to
like,
pull a fast one. Like, we pulled an investigation. Like, if you go look after the fact, like, I'm not going to have it after the fact. Like,
duh.
unless y'all did something right then and there.
Right when the complaint happened, but
It was cute.
yeah,
I was also
I
curious about
think
her being invited to the reunion and then uninvited. I was like,
that's one of my points. Like, that was one of the ones that I took from. I'm like, not they took the invitation back. I wonder why.
who was I watching? Somebody said, was it Kempire? That they wanted to
Could
do
have been.
a special for Kenya instead, but they weren't going to pay her or something weird like that. I was like,
Oh yeah, that was Kim Part. I heard that.
okay.
So I said, "Excuse you."
Yeah.
Now, what is the market is talking about? Juice.
He said Drew, her storyline is boring and dry. I mean,
Okay, what about
Drew,
Portia? Non-existent storyline,
for
because we know you
sure.
team Portia, but
Right.
no, we're not doing that, Demarcus.
I mean, Drew is
Shoot.
never really giving us too much no way.
I mean, yeah, she giving us something more than Portia. I gotta say.
She's
I
giving
mean,
more than Portia.
if you in hindsight, I mean, I know people don't like lying. Drew be lying, but if you compare those two,
Mm-hmm.
Drew giving something.
Mm-hmm.
She's giving more than Portia. Unfortunately, Portia is like a friend of, and I'm not the only one that feel that way.
Yeah,
And
we
that's
got the
the
divorce,
unfortunate
we
part.
got the music, so she,
Yeah, she doing some.
something.
What else you got took from the Kenya Moore receipts confessional? I
I
like how
mean,
she put a spin on more receipts. That's funny.
she's the moment, so she was giving us, she's looking good, she was looking wonderful. We love to see it. So that was
Yes,
one little thing.
yes. It was very well put out for the production of the video. And
Hmm.
she even had her ad break advertising her chemo edge tamer control, whatever you want to call it.
Hmm.
And shout out the stores is gonna be in. I didn't know she was in CVS.
Yeah, she talked about that on
I
another
know
season.
Sally's.
Okay, with Sally. I thought
I
she
know
was trying to get
Sally.
into CVS or Walgreens on one of them a couple of seasons back.
Probably, but
Forgot how many doors she had, because
yeah, but season 15, the way they barely even show her spa because that's when she started doing this
yeah.
stuff. So it's like, so we
But when
don't.
she
If you
was
don't,
doing a hair care before she got to the spa, I think she was in Sally, and I thought she was eating either CVS or Walgreens or one of those.
yeah, I think
And
she
then she
was.
got more stores.
Could have
I
been
don't know.
more Sally's. I don't know.
You kind of shaky.
Look, hey there, Candy
Hey,
Love TV.
Cindy.
Yeah. So it was well put out. It was the reunion, and she actually took accountability and then apologized. And she brought up old stuff she saw people brought up about the Kentfields shaking the chair of it all and Phaedra
Yeah.
of it all. She acknowledged that, and she said, "I did apologize when it actually happened during that season." I'm like, people be having
All right,
okay.
Candy. See, I've the like it'd be a little bit in the back fuzzy. I'm like, I can almost reach it.
I mean, people don't really know if you don't really follow her like that, or
Yeah.
they probably showed it
I
in.
thought
They probably flashed it because
yeah.
they good at flashing the scene real quick on on Real Housewives of Atlanta when
Yeah.
instead of just marinating in it or let the person get the scene, they
Because like
just
you
like
said, she had the Sally stuff, and I vaguely remember a ribbon cutting of something, but that could have been Sally Child. I don't know. It
look,
was
child.
I could barely keep up with this season. Okay.
Yeah, so she did take accountability. She did apologize, and people have a problem with her apology to Brittany. I'm like, tell me she should just apologize to her alone. I'm like, she did acknowledge. She just apologized to the crew and stuff
Right.
and her guests who had to witness her behavior and the person who she did it to. So I'm like, if y'all not satisfied with that, y'all just don't like the girl, like the
Yeah.
lady. I mean, and I think it was sincere, like apology. So it is what it is. But
I like when she was talking about, well, we know she's a fan, but that she thinks she tried to come on as the villain. And then Kenya wasn't the person she thought she was. And she really wasn't giving nothing. And it was
yeah, I
painful to
like how
watch her create this drama between Kenya that wasn't there. I was like,
yeah, it was weird the way because I like how Kenya was like, I believe this is what happened. Like the producers
mm-hmm.
was on her ass about you bringing something to the front, and then that night,
Right.
and then you decided to come after me for no reason. So it, it really didn't make no sense with the ring, and it just
Because Kelly actually did a better job and came across more sincere in the things that she was saying when she came for Portia, which we all did want to know, and we all did
yeah,
want to address it. And they even
yeah.
kind of made up and made up.
They go back and forth because
Right.
they acknowledge like they got this ping pong relationship.
Yeah.
Like 1 minute they
Like,
good,
was it
1 minute
last
they're
week
not.
when they had the little lemon squeeze of the peace brunch and she was like, all right, and don't take nobody's man. I said, come on, Kelly.
Yes, I was like, oh girl, you were so ballsy,
We need
girl.
that though. We need it.
I'm like,
Portia
you
ain't
lucky
giving nothing.
Portia ain't in front of you.
No,
We know she
it's all
like to
right.
tussle.
Mm.
But yeah,
Portia
that
and the
was.
hot dog man ain't giving us nothing. So
And then Kenya did mention that it wasn't Drew or what's her name,
Ming Lee.
Ming Lee, who gonna be
Hmm.
on Basketball Wives. I heard, but
Yep.
Yeah, so it wasn't Mingli or Drew for how she got the receipts. She said she went to corn sites. So she said, I guess she did an investigation. She got a screenshot off the corn site. So I guess she said she's not even really into corn. She said she'd rather watch herself in the mirror. I said, okay, freaky Kenya Moore.
She's like, ooh, yes.
I like that confidence. Like, I'd rather look at my own body to turn me on. Okay.
I ain't been to it either. Should I venture over there? I'll go look and see if I find her over there.
Oh,
Brick
no.
girl, is that you? You know, if I
Not Brick
decide
Girl, that
to do a
you.
little research. I mean, it is what it is. If it's something that you did, and she said this too, like we've
I
all
just
done
need her to
things. Like,
stand on it.
why be embarrassed about it?
Yeah, do Mariah Lynn. Like, what's the point of saying I was a hoe? And I admitting it.
Okay.
Like, come on. Like, I like that. I like when people stand up on, like, yes, that was my past.
Yeah, because when you stand
years ago.
on it, nobody can throw it in your face. Like, okay.
Yes, I was slobbing on God. Yeah, so that's pretty much slobbing on the car. Yeah, so it was that's pretty much what I got from Kenya Moore's confessionals. It was pretty. I liked the production of it. It was cute. It was only 30 minutes long, so if you haven't seen it by now, you should, because everyone talked about it through and through. But yeah, she got a lot of subscribers, almost, I think, 400,000. Probably over 400,000 views on that damn video. And I don't know if she's gonna come back with another video. Time will tell.
I was wondering what else she's gonna do with this
she keeps
channel.
saying like, subscribe,
right?
And so you get notified when I come back. I'm like, girl, you is not come back.
But that's what I'm saying. Maybe she would do something else.
You see Nene trying to be consistent,
but
I
ain't watched nothing about Nene.
I'll subscribe to Nene channel and I'll be forgetting about it, because initially that was like years ago when I was rooting for her when she started doing that kind of stuff, like want to do a show. I was like, okay, this is her lane. She can do this, but she started and then she stopped.
I had intended to watch when she was supposed to do it with what's her face from Love and Hip Hop, which I thought that was a weird duo, and then that kind of fizzled and didn't work out. So I haven't watched any of Nene's stuff, but you know, I just wonder if Kenya's gonna do something else with the channel.
I haven't watched Portia either. Portia is on that.
Me neither.
Ask me if I watch it. I'm not subscribed. No, thank you.
I haven't watched. I ain't gonna give Portia my view.
That's what I said. No, thank you.
Get somebody else to do it.
Okay. So let's get into this episode 7, child. Oof. Okay, it was like 3 scenes happening at the same time, like going back and forth. So we're gonna start with the whole Brit of it all. Her man, what's his name? Mike.
Look, I know they're talking about him in the streets.
I heard that too, child. But they going car shopping. They just, I don't know. I don't know if it's car shopping or window shopping. But either way, they was like, I guess, looking at some cars, some expensive cars. Now they start showing price signs to things. Now I noticed on Atlanta. This episode,
I think that's how they. Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't they start like that though?
They're trying to go back to that thing.
Yeah,
I think they're trying to go back to that kind of thing. But
now that Shamia got her $9 million, just show Shamia's price tags. We don't care about the rest of these people. Y'all ain't got no real money.
Okay, because she just in a car in a Ferrari F8, was like over almost $500,000 worth. So I don't know if she getting it, but it's cute nonetheless. But and she talking about need to have room to have sex and open her legs. I'm like, even her husband looking like, girl, you doing too much. Like, girl, how embarrassing.
She said something about him getting a car every 2 years. I say probably leasing these cars.
Well, yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. Some people do that. My friends' parents used to do that. I said, like, dang, how parents have all the new hot cars? Oh, y'all just be leasing them and just get a new one. I was like, okay. They would do it under their business. So I'm like, okay, I see you.
Yes. So what you say, Candy? Nene interview with Lukashka. Yep, it was. Yep, it was. I saw
She another
clips.
one I don't want to hear nothing she got to say. So I listen. Residuals was the last she
Tasha,
got from
lying
me.
Tasha, everybody be
Yes,
lying in Atlanta. I don't know. It's like scam Atlanta. It's
they
like
said
that's the scam city.
it's a land of make believe down there in Atlanta. So
Well, I guess what's her name? Britt who make believing that she about to take this
it's
Ferrari
right
home, but
in. She
and
sure
they start looking
is.
at some Rolls Royce trucks and stuff, whatever. But she
I
talk
did get a
about
little cackle when that man told her to put her leg down. Though I was,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he was like
he
you
said
doing
he's
too
doing.
much.
So
Exactly.
he said, "Ma'am,
Well,
he's trying to climb up in that. Thank you. Goodbye."
okay. So she talking to her husband about the whole peace brunch of it all. And she just like, still playing victim. I mean, she said she still can't sleep. Having a hard time sleeping that night. I said, okay. I just said, mm-hmm. And she just said how Angela like kind of attacked her. I'm like, they came in like team Kenya. I'm like, they didn't her, Angela and Drew, they ain't come in. They were just listening. They barely even said anything until Shamia said about your license. You almost lost your license. Well, you lost your license. And then that's when Angela
Angela,
said on what grounds? Like
right?
how? And then you just blew up on her. Like, wow.
Hmm.
So she using these buzzwords like attack or
I
it's
feel
just
like
like
everybody only responded to like stuff that was put out there or questions because like even when Kelly was like, "Oh, they've spoken to Kenya," and she was like, "You talked to ma'am, they don't even know you like that." Especially in regards to like Drew, it was like Drew don't know you. Why would she not reach out to
no.
Kenya?
I mean, they like yeah, like most of the ladies, half of the ladies already knew Kenya prior to
Right,
the season. So,
or at least
because
had a
we
working
because
relationship
we
with
on
her.
this season together, don't
Right.
automatically make me loyal to you. I don't know
Yeah,
you.
they've had a
Okay.
longer working relationship. Okay, so
Hey, twin.
yeah,
So, yeah, I just didn't like that how she used these buzzwords to. She not calling it as it what had actually happened in the scene during that time. She just make up shit, and that's
yeah,
annoying, and that's dangerous too. Like you can't be
yeah,
making up stuff.
because your interpretation is not even close to what happened. I can understand if it was close, you'd be a little off on the details, because my brain sometimes be forgetting stuff. Ma'am, the truth was here and you was all the way over there. Like,
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. This girl is irritating. She is. She needs to go, and
she's
she, like I said, she is a problem because she be putting 10 on 20, 20 on 10, whatever how you say it. But I'm like, yo, I just can't with this girl.
yeah, she's very
She
unlikable.
always want to make herself look like the victim. I'm like, that's not actually how it happened because she did not attack you. No one attacked you. To be honest, they just trying to get an
How
understanding
creating a problem that's not even there? I think the whole gimme gotcha is she didn't realize that Angela had whatever license that was she had. So when she put that out there, or Shamia put that out there, she was like, "On what cause?" She want to get all up in her chest, ma'am. Whoa,
because she
slow
knows
down.
she was lying. She was lying, and Angela said, on what
And
what?
didn't
Because you mind you, because that Kenya thing happened 48 hours before. So how you
right?
48 hours later you gonna lose? So they automatically take your license away? I don't think that's
Who
how that
was it?
works.
Oh my God. Somebody said they looked. Oh, Claudia. Claudia Jordan was saying she was under investigation before that happened. She's like, I went and looked. I said, oh,
Yeah, and like I said, I watched Layla Lynn and her she was not able to practice. I guess terminated in 2022 or 2023, one of them. But it was like way before the
the
Kenya happened,
show, right?
like before they started even filming. So like,
Mm-hmm.
what are you talking about? It's like delusion. That Delulu song need to be for Brit.
Child,
For
she
real.
said, I wasn't on TV then. Y'all don't know it. I'm going to tell you my truth. I'm going to make it up.
But
might
it's
make it
out
back.
there. That's the crazy
I
part,
know.
Kara. It's
I
out
know.
there. Like people can look that up. I want to
Yeah,
know what
especially when
was
it
her
comes
and
to
her
your
husband do for work. I want to
scammer,
know
scammer,
too.
scammer. Scamming.
Shayna, like we all want to know. I don't know what he does, so I still don't know to this day. I can't even tell. If anyone out there listening, if you know what this guy does for a living, please
Drop it
put it in
on
the
down in the
chat or drop in the
comments. Yep.
comments below. Like I'm at a loss.
Inquiring
So
minds want to know.
yeah, so I don't know what she does besides this show. I know she should have known people could find the truth just like they could find the. Yes, yes, yes.
Baby,
But you know
listen.
they be trying to scrub and hide stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
if reality TV have not taught anyone, it's best
Yeah.
to own up for your past, especially if
Yeah.
it's something that's out there or you think could come on a show, or it's always somebody gonna bring up or somebody gonna do a background check. If Bravo don't do a background check, the fans will. So just keep that in mind.
Like you or I can put something on Twitter or something and then delete it and nobody find it because like don't nobody know who I am. But like if as soon as you're in the celebrity spotlight, if you have not erased that by now,
Scrubbed it all the way back to the beginning. Because some
right,
people be forgetting about the beginning. Some people be
girl,
having
yeah.
don't have shit to do, have time on their hands, and
And they
start
just be
scrubbing motherfucking
scrolling.
social media. And they're like,
Now, when
oh,
it comes to you being on sites, ain't really much you can do about that. But I'm just talking about like
right,
your tweets is something
right,
you can control.
yeah,
But once you're on another platform doing webcam, you don't have no control over that. Somebody got it somewhere.
yep. That's
So I don't know
honest.
why she thought that, but
Yeah, I just
okay,
hate how she
girl.
be telling stories to her husband, making it seem like he got to know she lying, putting
He don't be
putting
believing
on
her, nor
because
does
this
he
ain't it.
care.
Cause you be see, look at his face. He be like,
All right, girl. That's what
He,
happened. Okay,
he
that's
barely say like 3 words. And we also at the same time we have Drew going over Angela's house. So they by the pool. It's a nice little setting. They have like a nice decent little house. House, not little house. House. It's
I
not
know.
big as Shamia's. That's what I'm saying. Like, but it's cute. Drew came over. Lion Drew, talking about she related to Michael Jordan, and then they did a flashback. I'm like, we didn't see this. I hate when they do flashbacks because there's a couple flashbacks of Drew that we didn't see last episode when they was at Shamia house. I hate when they do that.
We saw the
I'm
one
like,
with the Michael Jordan. I remember that.
yeah, but I'm talking about the other one. With the
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm like, when I heard it, I didn't believe it.
No,
I'm
Angela didn't have to
like,
call her out like that, but it was funny though. She was like, I talked to Marcus. He said y'all are not related.
well, I didn't. I knew she was gonna do that, so I didn't mind her calling her out. But they still cool afterwards. It's not no big thing. She said,
I
"Oh, I was
feel like
lying.
she forgot
Oh, I was
who
joking." I should say.
she
I'm
said,
like,
I thought I was joking. What you mean you thought she was joking? Maybe I'm gonna manifest it, Drew. What is
that's
going
not how
on
that
up
works.
there?
You gotta say, "I'm just kidding." Afterwards, just kidding. I'm joking.
I
That's how
think
you
Drew
follow up
forgot
with.
that lady's husband played in the NBA too. I think she didn't. I seriously think she didn't connect the dots.
I think she just be saying stuff, child. Like
And he played on the
my
Bulls
last name
too.
is Johnson. You know how common Johnson is.
Yeah. Magic is you related to Magic?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, girl, stop.
And he played
So
for
I'm
the
like,
Bulls, which I always forget because when I remember Charles, that was when I was watching the Knicks. But I'm like, he
yep,
probably I don't know, Mike. Drew wasn't thinking about none of
yeah.
that. Drew was just talking.
Drew was just talking. I would say, but I didn't believe her because I know her maiden name is Jordan. I know her real name is Jordan. So she would have been dropped at her first season.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's
If it
I'm
was
like,
true.
if y'all know Drew,
Drew would have
y'all would
walked in the
know.
door like, "Nice to meet you, Drew Sidora, Michael Jordan's cousin."
And then she
What?
would have slipped that in there some way, somehow. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. When I was
Like,
over at
yeah.
my cousin Michael's house, Jordan, number 23. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
Drew,
were
stop
just
lying.
saying.
Yeah, Drew, stop lying. Jordan is the big name, but the way things going, if Marcus keeping it up, he gonna stain that name some way, somehow. I thought Drew was lying because she likes to lie. But Angela holding the people feet to the fire. Yeah, she holding people to feet to the fire, but she better be careful because
Except
she
for
got her own
hers.
stuff. Right. She got her own stuff. So just sit cute and on mute when somebody do that to you. That's all I'm gonna say.
Angela said she gonna stand on her size 12s. I said, how freaking tall is you, ma'am? I'm gonna stand tall on my size 12s. I'm like, this lady gotta be like 5'11". Says, ma'am, or 6. She could be 6 feet.
I don't know. I had to see her against Charles again. I stand against by Charles.
That's
After
a lot
that,
of foot, child.
she does a lot of foot.
Yeah.
She would have said that. Yep, that's what I said. Her first season. So yeah, so they got that out the way, that lie out the way. So they also talk about um the whole she let her know about the case court coming up and stuff for with Ralph and stuff. And Angela did the messy move by inviting Drew to Portia's birthday trip to what? Nashville.
Nashville.
So and she not really feeling that because she know Portia and she like if it's okay with Portia. Angela doing this, we know why she doing this. We know why she doing this. We know why. It's a show.
Producers, you gotta
It's
show
a show.
up.
This is a
But then
reality show.
I mean, even if it is Portia's birthday, they should have just not said that because I kind of like, I don't really like Portia like that. But if it was my birthday, I wouldn't want you to be there either. But if it's a cash trip, it's a cash trip. Like, let's call a thing a thing.
Yeah, right. In real life, that'd be effed up, right? It'd be messed up. So that's why I said we know what it is. Like if you watch a reality TV show long enough, we know what it is. We know what it's gonna give. That Portia is fake mad that she's on this thing on trip, whatever. But it seemed like when you get to the trip, Drew is not there. So that Portia celebration right there, and then Drew come the next day.
I'm hoping.
That's what it looked like from the previews.
And then you show up after my birthday.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what it's given in the previews. I was like, okay. So your birthday
the
over.
Producers told her, show up on the last day. What? What? What you laughing at? Oh.
Nope, not a lot of footage. I am dead.
Yeah, she got a lot of foot.
Yeah, she had a lot of foot, but yeah. So that was it for them scenes. It's just, I think that was it. Do you remember anything else they talked about?
No.
So we get to who house this is? Kelly house, and she got her sister cooking. I'm like, your sister a chef? I'm like,
Shamia's mama be in the kitchen. Shamia's mama be in the kitchen, child.
Yeah, they like to cook. They like to cook together. But
yeah,
I'm like, I ain't never really saw her. We never really saw her sister. I think it's the first time we seen her sister. So that's why I was like, okay. She cooking and she serving the ladies. So I'm like, okay.
She probably was at the daughter's party, but I don't think we talked talk to her. I hope so.
So yeah, so they Portia is talking about the trip to Nashville, of course, and she invited the ladies. And she said everybody invited except for Drew. And Cynthia, every time Cynthia see Portia, she gonna ask about the Drew situation. It seemed like I'm like, did producers tell you in your ear, like, okay, her and Drew still haven't made up. So let's ask again because you already asked it the last time you asked, it was that Kenya hair spa event. And then now you're asking again.
Cynthia only pop up every 2 to 3 episodes. Like
she's a friend of. We got to remember that.
Every 2-3 episodes, she'd be like, "Hey, y'all talking? No, all right."
Yeah. So yeah, she's a friend of. So we got to remember that. But yeah. So she
just fine because she ain't got nothing else to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah. So she just asked, "Is Drew made up yet? What's going on? Where do they stand?" Portia said she's gonna leave her where she at. And then she called the girl a biological liar. I say, pot me kettle. Like, girl, shut up. Both of y'all be lying. I know Drew be lying about some little stupid stuff. Like
Yes.
stupid. I be like, but I figured what Drew lie is giving. She trying to hide and mask the thing she really going through this season. Like with the
Uh,
damn
this
work
season,
era.
yeah. 'Cause Drew just been lying, child. She
She
just
been lying, but it's just like she think this is like an acting gig. It kind of is because see, like everybody act in some form, shape, or form. It's like
it's my
okay, what's
character.
real, what's not, yeah, and what's put on for the cameras. But yeah, so
I'm
what
trying to
else they
remember.
talk
Wasn't
about?
nothing else really memorable about them sitting down and talking. Like you said, this episode is a little bit fillerish.
Yeah, it's a little bit filler. That's all they talk about was the whole Drew thing and the Nashville of it all, being invited and her birthday and how she invited her some of her friends that some of them we know from
I
Atlanta.
know. Yeah, I was gonna say her sister, Monietta, and then the other couple of other people. I didn't recognize their names, but
Yeah, one of them look familiar. I don't know. Maybe I first saw it
probably
on
seen her in
show
the
schools.
background before.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It could be that. But yeah, her real friends from Atlanta, so they coming through as well. So yeah, that's what they talked about. Yeah. And then we get a montage of people doing different things. Kelly teaching her daughter Chloe how to drive.
Oh,
That was
baby.
funny.
Oof, Lord.
She said, "You don't hit the car." It was a cone, but you know what I mean. I was
Yeah.
like, "Ooh, I do not miss that." Then we get
That's where
Shamia in
I'm
the
at this summer, and I ain't
studio.
doing it.
Well, you better buckle up.
Driver's ed. Yeah, there you go. Driver's ed. Hmm.
You just gonna let driver's ed handle it, Kira, not you, not even
That's
one time.
well, oh, they get one time. That's what I did with my oldest son. I take you in one whirl around the parking lot. You can learn where everything is at in the car. Going to take a whirl around, and then driver's ed got it from there.
Oh,
My
okay.
nerves can't do all that. I already knew
Uh-uh.
that before anybody got behind the wheel. I was like, oh.
Okay. So we got Shamia in the studio, laying down her vocals for a track. And we have Cynthia Portia talking about Simon of it all, how Cynthia was rooting for Portia and Simon. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't got to get up here and say all that. Sorry.
The kicker scene for me was Angela and her kids. And she asked them, how does it look? Y'all didn't tell me. Because the son, he said she look like Smurf. I said kids will tell you the truth and say the darnest thing. But yeah, so we know as we saw when her and Shmi was going at it, her nose is pinched like Latoya Jackson. Okay, it's too
That was
pinched.
cracking me up. I said, did you just get
And
to
then
work? I thought it was like you got it done a while ago. When Shamia said something that inspired you to go,
she know it's pinched. Come on, you can look at it. If you look at her before and after her original nose,
yeah.
she know it's too pinched. It's a such thing as too pinched. So shout out to that surgeon. So she got Botox to have it fill out. So it
Thank
looked
you, God, for
better
my
with
nose,
Botox.
because thank you, God, for my nose.
Same here. I got a small nose, so
It ain't small, but it ain't that big. It ain't big enough for me to want to do nothing to it. It's good right where it's at. Because I feel
yes.
like some people is like mine. It's not that bad, but then you try to go do a little. I like my little bridge, but some people try to, and it's like now you done mess it up.
Girl, just wear contour that thing nose.
If you got
I
to,
don't
you
know
just
what to
gonna
say.
look at it like this.
Contour. But yeah. Yeah, so she got the Botox to fill it out. I guess she just waiting for it to settle. And
Yeah, she
she
was a
has
little
the
fluffy in
kids.
the face, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll settle.
Yeah.
And that was funny to me because that little boy.
Something else, one of them got a Smurf and something else, because I was like, oh, baby, what? Them kids was getting her.
Honesty.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. When I say Drew had this girl gagged.
Drew showed up. Drew showed up. Drew showed up.
She looked good. And it was like this look and one of her professional looks. Drew looked nice. She looked real nice. So she looked good here. I didn't mind this hair color on her. Hair looked nice.
I like that color.
Yeah. So yeah, so Britt and Drew met up for drinks. I forgot that she did mention this to Angela when she was at Angela's house. That's what else she mentioned, because she was mocking Britt reading the text message. That was funny.
Oh boy.
Yeah, everybody trying to sound like Britt and her. I just need her to blow her nose one good time.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna do it tonight because then my nose gonna start to going.
Oh no.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Yes, baby. It's coming.
That part. Yes. So, they sat down to talk, and she just said like she felt like they was like Team Kenya automatically out the gate, and Drew had to let her know like you was acting all big and grand, like Kenya not here, she's gone, like
celebrating,
like yo. So she said, I don't even know you. I would like to get to know you. And then that's what she said. Did you sell it? That said what? The cat. Okay. The cat. I said
Britt was gagged, baby. She stumbled over them words. I did it. What? Say again?
I was like, I was gagged a little bit because Drew caught me off guard because I was not expecting that from Drew. I would expect that more from a Portia.
Yes, Portia,
even a Angela.
Yeah.
But not a Drew. So that took me back. I was like, oh, snap.
1 point for Drew, because Drew be working my nerves. 1 point for Drew, okay? Sheesh.
She was like, I did not sell the cat. And she said, did you do any corn? I did not do any corn. I was like, girl.
Say you did it without saying you did it. Right.
She said, but I did webcam. Me and my friend, we was naked on the webcam. We were just talking.
Having conversation.
On the webcam, naked, having a conversation. She said she did it for a week.
If you're going to tell that, if you're going to tell it, then you got to tell it all.
Tell it all. Come on. Child.
We don't care. She was rocking the mic. I mean, we seen pictures. Well, I didn't see pictures. They seen pictures.
I'm gonna say, did you see the picture? You said I looked up like, wait a minute. Girl, you saw the picture, you didn't share?
No, ma'am.
Send it to me.
I would have said, you would have just went to your inbox like, what is, oh, sorry, girl.
I'm like, yes. So she said she did it for a week. I don't believe it. I'm gonna be honest, but that's what she's telling the people. Fine, whatever. I guess.
No, Candy. I am not holding back. Like, you don't have to give a time frame. Like, you don't have to say a week. You couldn't be like, I did it for a little bit of, I did it for a small frame of time.
Drew just let her talk. Shit. Like, I ain't asked all that. I'm like, okay. She was in her 20s. She said she was in her 20s. She was in her 20s. I said,
her 20s. I thought you just was saying you were underage last week.
I don't know. I don't know. It could be two different things.
Unless I heard Kenya.
Right, that's what I said. It could have been two different things Kenya was showing at different periods of time. I don't know. I wasn't there. Like, if somebody got it, can y'all share with me? Like, share. You could put in my DMs, Essence of Monique on IG.
Inbox her. Let her know.
No, but yeah. So
don't send that to me.
So
send it to Mom.
I want to see the receipts. I want to see if she really rocking in
I
the
want to
mic
see it
at
on my own
teenager.
accord. Like I need a warning. I don't want to just go in my inbox and be like, "Oh Jesus." I want to know. I want to know. That's what I'm about
I
to
don't
view.
mind going in my inbox. I'm not going out here trying to look for it like myself. Somebody else do it. Like,
I'm a look.
uh,
Not now.
she's,
Maybe before the season's over. I'm a look.
she's I'm gonna look. Not now.
Mhm.
Ooh, if you come across something, please share with the class. Okay.
Just trying to do my research, trying to do my due diligence.
So yeah, so they talked about that, and then Drew said she said she told Drew, I heard that you know the person or something. I'm like, who told her that? Because mind you, Britt wasn't even at Shamia's house that day. Because Britt and Cynthia was the only two that missing. So somebody told Britt
Probably
what was
Kelly.
that.
Because
Yeah.
Kelly was riding for Britt, child.
She damn too damn nice for Britt, in my opinion, but I digress, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But she a good friend nonetheless. Just like
Mm-hmm.
Shamia. Um, with
To a
Portia,
fault.
so to a fault, yep. But yeah, so we get a flashback of Drew saying that the guy DM her. I don't know if she was planning that. I just wish they would
I
show
think
the
it was
whole
another joke.
scene. She
I
said
think
it was
it's
a joke,
giving.
but I just said whatever, girl. Like I said, if it's a joke, just say I'm just kidding. Um, Did she say in front of Britt? She said I thought I recognized on the poster board who Peen that is. I'm like, girl, how? I don't know if she was joking. It was just
Britt said,
weird. I was
"Oh, so
like,
you,
what?
so you, so you seen it before? You're making yourself look
I don't
guilty,
know what
Drew. Just
picture
say
they
it's a
talking
joke.
about.
Just say it's a joke." Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So, um, yeah. I just wish Drew stopped doing that. I really wish he would stop doing these jokes or whatever. I just think she just be saying shit in the moment just to participate. Um, and then be saying any old thing. What else happened in this scene? And they just, and she said, Drew, just put yourself in my shoes. Drew, just put yourself in my shoes, Drew. Okay, so it was just, and Drew said, I get it, having your name and having your business all in the blogs and social media and up for judgment and stuff like that. She said, I get it. And they're just trying to move forward on a positive accord. That's what they agreed to. Because I mean, they don't know each other. And what happened at the Peach Brunch to me wasn't that deep. Okay, with the whole Drew of it all. Because Drew just said like she said she understand Kenya, but she
Mm-hmm.
also um
She's
but
trying
she
to get
also
to know her. I think she said something like that.
yeah, because Drew said she understand why Kenya reacted the way she reacted, but she said but she did was on like gay Brit uh Grace, because she said I understand. She said even though what Kenya did was wrong, she said Kenya said she said I wouldn't do it. She said what Kenya did was wrong. I mean, what else more do you want from Drew? I didn't get that. I don't know what else she's looking for Drew at that moment.
It's the same situation as when they're with the peace brunch with Drew. Now Angela, I can give her because Angela is kind of new to everything, so Angela didn't really have to pick a side. But in terms of like Drew and
I
who,
don't think Angela pick a side. Angela was just asking about the insurance thing.
but somebody who was sitting on that side of the table, it was Angela, her, Drew, and who else was saying they spoke to Kenya because she was mad about that.
On her speaking to Ken, Angela
That was
speaking to
just
Ken.
I can't remember who it was. I thought it was two people. Maybe it was just Drew. Any event. Britt didn't like it then. She was like, you don't want people to speak to her at all. And if I already have a relationship with her, like, I'm sorry that she hurt your feelings or she did whatever, but like, am I not supposed to speak to her? But she just wanted this to happen and get rid of Kenya. Everybody to cut Kenya off, child.
Exactly. Exactly. But you got to remember, some people have a relationship with Kenya already, so they just not gonna cut it off.
Mm-mm.
Okay, she already not taping, so relax. Yep, exactly. We just met you. We just met you in your nose. Anyway, that was it. Next scene, we have Drew and Ralph. They are going to court. They leaving the same house, but different parts of the house. Okay, they each got their own cam footage, following them, because as you know that I don't think production can really be in there like that, so they have to have their own
Yeah, it can't go in the courtroom, I'm
footage.
sure.
Yeah, they cannot do that. Yeah.
They probably
So
only
they're on
let
their
them get
way.
out in the like vestibule and in the private room. See, he ain't filming inside the courtroom. I don't think you're allowed to do that.
No, it was like 30 minutes to court, and they just prepping with the attorney. So they meet the
Mm.
attorney at the courthouse. So at least they get room to do that to prep.
Ralph is
But
on his third attorney, child.
I don't understand what the up with that, but I guess. But
I do. It's giving narcissist. It's giving you think you're the smartest person in the room and you know everything.
he said he proud of
It's
himself.
giving you're
I'm
a tough
like,
client, okay? It's giving you don't know what you're doing.
or he said you did better than I did by myself. I was like, you did it by yourself, fool. This court order Drew has seemed exaggerated. Her leaving area of the weekend sounds like it's fabricated, and the lawyers are giving actors. I mean, that's a waste of time to be and money to be doing that. To be honest, yeah, that's a waste of time and money and resources. To be honest, and you in the legit, they are in the legit courthouse, so that's really wasted time. But if you got money to waste time, I'm not wasting my money, wasting my
That's too
time
much to
unless I
play around with, though,
right.
child.
That's what I'm
For
saying.
me,
Like no, so them going to court and see how she reacting and see how they look in the middle picture. It's like she want to hurry up get this over with. So I'm thinking it's legit because I'm not playing the court and wasting my money. That court shit ain't free. You have to
and Ralph's
pay
lawyer talking
and
about
attorney.
it feels like a money grab, ma'am. Sorry, she pissed me off. Like, what?
Not when Drew needs a storyline. Well, her music was a storyline, but Portia trying to dim that light. But
Well, I
now
mean,
how?
she going through a divorce, so.
Well, she got more than Portia at this moment because
Or do you
Portia.
feel like it's I'm asking Shayna, do you feel like it's like a reenactment, maybe? I don't know. But they are in a courthouse, I thought. I don't know. Could be that. I don't know.
I don't know. I think they are going through a divorce because after season 15, she's singing that stupid song to him and he acting stupid. Um, there was nothing left but divorce. And the way he talk about Allison, her sister, and how he's trying to keep her away from her sister, I don't like shit like that. I've seen people try to keep family members away from other people. I hate that with people trying to, um, seclude you and away from your
Isolate.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Isolate, yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Isolate away from your people. It's like no. But
Okay, she said she think they have a legitimate court case, but they yeah, I could see that. That's
yeah,
Drew and Ralph all day though.
yeah, that's them all day. I mean, at least we get to see them go to court instead of just having them be at home talking about it later. We actually get to see like
Yeah.
it's legit. Like we going to court. This is real. Like this actually happened. Um, instead of just hearing it, at the house or something. You know what I mean? But she was seemed like she was legit mad because she thought about he's a asshole yelling out the window because they went to
Yeah, when she
court.
was yelling when they left the court, I said, "Ma'am, we're filming this. Like, don't do this because he probably gonna use this for something. Any little thing you do, they're gonna try to use." I was like, "Drew, please don't be out here hollering at this man on the camera.
Oh, she just said he was an asshole.
You don't even want to do that, child." He'd be like, "She was harassing me. She be yelling and cussing at me, and I feel distressed." Oh my gosh, I need an extra weekend.
I can't see it just making her leave every other weekend or not letting them tell the kids. Well, I think this court hearing or thing, whatever, they supposed to get his financials. Drew lawyer want the financials and for Ralph to leave the basement, whatever. But he still get to stay in the basement and the records that divorce will come unsealed.
I think them not telling the kids is on them. I don't think that's the judge saying they can't tell the kids. I think that's
Yeah, I
on
think that's on
Drew.
them. Right, I would say that's on them. But Drew feel like if the shit come unsealed and it be out for public consumption, she think her kid's gonna get a hold of it. I'm like, okay,
It's
it
something in
is
them.
what it
It's
is.
something in all of that that got. It's not just that. It's something in that got something to do with Drew. That Drew don't want everybody to know. Like, let's keep it 1,000, Drew. Let's be honest, because
Yeah,
Drew likes to lie a little bit. I don't know if it's Ty. I don't know what it is, but something is in there you don't want everybody to know.
I could care less what's in it, to be
I
honest.
don't care either, but I'm just
I just
saying.
need
She's
to.
saying,
I just want them
"Oh,
to be divorced.
my kids, my kids, my kids." Like,
She said she worried more about Ralph because when she said she worried about Ralph stuff coming out, I'm like, don't be a Tiana Taylor because she was worried about that motherfucker Iman Sherper ass, and he somehow there's even though they settled almost a year ago, it got leaked out surprisingly, and and everybody was dragging her for how much she was getting. I didn't get that. It was like, why y'all doing? Dragging Tiana, it was crazy. I'm like, that what you get for protecting his ass.
yeah,
Your
seriously.
best friend or not. He ain't your best friend no more. Shit.
Not too much on my bestie.
Right. I'm like,
F them
no.
kids, F that ninja. That's what that would have been. I'd have been like, ask him, don't ask me. I don't know, child. He do what he be doing.
Yeah, because that's what she sound like that. So I'm like, don't stop, don't be no. But I think she do have something she don't want to let out at this given time. I don't give up. Just divorce. I just want them to be done with. I want both of them to be free from each other because he likes the attention. We know he likes the cameras. And he get a confessional, which irks my nerves because Kenya didn't get a confessional.
But my whole thing, you talking about sealing and unsealing when it's being aired on TV. Your kids are going to be able to see and hear it anyway. Whether you let them see it or somebody else brings it to them. You know, kids. Like, why would you? Woosah. Whatever. This their business, child.
look, that could be very possible true, but I don't know. I don't live with these people. I don't know their day to day because
Drew is definitely an actress. I'll give you that. But Ralph is also a piece of work. Like, two things can be
it take
true.
two to right. They take two to tango. So
She's a piece of work and she's an actress, but he's also an a-hole. Oh
yeah,
gosh.
I can see him dragging his feet more than her.
Oh no,
Like,
for sure it's him because you're holding up your financials. Like, let's just get the ball rolling.
I don't even know what he do for a living. I can't even tell you.
I think he was in I'm guessing he was in like IT or some type of tech because he had that house all wired up.
But are he
That was my
still doing that though?
assumption, but I don't know if that's
They
actually
never
what he
really say.
does or or if that's just me assuming.
I don't know. That's what he does professionally, but he could have still just did that.
She's a Ralph low key actor too.
Yeah, they both a piece of work, but
Yeah.
I just wish her the best of luck. But I think she is trying to hide something. You can see it in the confessional in her
Or a
face.
new woman, Shayna. Because what happened to Ty last? That's why I said, is Ty in the court papers? What are we not allowed to see, child?
Look, a new man, new woman, a new somebody other than
Right.
Ralph Conehead ass. Okay, yeah. But this is part for the course, and this is what you got to go through. And unfortunately, you got to go through it. This is what you get from marrying a man within 6 months of meeting a man, knowing this, dating this man. You married 6 months into dating this man. That's crazy. You don't know this man. And now you managed to have 2 kids by him and y'all
One.
created some things together. Was it one?
Because remember, she was trying to get him to adopt a son, and he wouldn't adopt the son, but wanted to write a
I
whole
thought she
book.
got 3 kids together. I mean, she
What's
got 3 kids, but one, her son, is by another dude. But the other 2, the boy and the girl, is by Conehead.
Okay. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. It's 3.
Because I barely see
They
the
got
oldest
2.
one.
Yeah, the oldest one we
Look,
haven't seen in a while.
he'll
That's the
pop
one.
in like,
That's the one that she was trying to get him to adopt. He didn't
yeah,
want
and
to
then he
adopt
want to
him.
write this
Yeah, but you want to
stepfather
write a
book.
memoir.
Why,
How to be
dude?
a what, sir? You have not even adopted this child. What you writing a book about? How
That's what
to
I'm looking
adopt them?
like. Right.
This how you not
Child.
adopt them but still be their daddy. What?
Yeah, new woman or pet.
Something.
Some. Okay. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. He
seriously.
got his own daddy, so he know who he is. Whatever.
Thank
Hopefully, they
goodness.
still have a relationship. So
I hope so.
I hope so too. So moving on from the whole Drew and Ralph of it all. We are in Nashville. Portia, you ain't want to fly the girls out first class.
Nope. Not. Well,
All
I
right.
mean, could have did it on Bravo's dollar anyway.
Well, I'm not surprised. Then you get to the house, and boom, the house is not it at all. Okay.
I thought we was doing good until we got to them bunk beds. I was like, okay, the house is all it's
I'm like,
cute.
okay, when that's all Shamia room that she took, talking about, because I'm her bestie. I'm like, if your
Mm-hmm.
bestie ain't giving it to you, don't you put too much faith in this friendship. It's only
Yeah, I
one
think it was
sided.
her room, Shamia's room, and Angela's room. And just like the overall, I was like, okay, it's cute, I'm not gonna be there for that long. And they walked in there to them bunk beds, and I was like, here go the bullshit. They were not the bunk beds.
Yeah, not the mom. It was like an attic, and then it was like a basement. No, it was
Yeah,
like
maybe the bunk bed.
one room was like this. The
That's in
walls
the
split.
attic with the four beds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
That's in
think,
the attic and the bunk beds in the basement, I guess, child.
yeah. You're like, what kind of house is this? It was like, okay, it's a nice little small. It's giving small, quaint house, I
You
guess.
could put kids on the bunk beds, but you're gonna put the kids down in the basement by themselves? It's good, put the teenagers up in the attic, but grown folks? This what we doing for grown folks? Okay,
Yep.
I guess.
But we are in Nashville, you guys. Um. Oh, what happened in Nashville? So in Nashville, I don't even know what they was talking about, to be honest. There really much going on until they got to the house, show the beds, clean the rooms. Oh, Angela was left behind, child. Then they shaded her, talking about Kelly shaded her in her confessional,
With her
talking
little
about she
fan.
must have heard about it was gonna be a heat wave, and she forgot her fan. Okay, she need her fan. She need all the fans. I'm like, her little fans is not gonna help that kind of heat down there.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Get just behind indoors and stay there till the sun go down.
Right. So yeah, okay. But the way they was dressing, it seemed like it was not hot. If you look at everyone from
Yeah, I'm looking at
Cynthia,
these
especially
pictures.
Shamia, I'm like, what y'all got going on? Is it hot or not? But whatever. I don't know
Depends on
what
what time of
time.
the year they went. I
Yeah,
guess it
that was say.
was,
I think they look like they went down there during fall time. To be
yeah, maybe like
honest, that's what's
November.
given. No, Portia's birthday in June. She a Cancer, like me and twin.
Oh.
They could have just said this a birthday trip just for the filming of it all, but
We didn't
whatever.
have to play that game then, because we didn't have to be mad with Drew. If your birthday is in June or July and you are going in somewhere in the fall, knock it off. And you're not going out of the country, like you going an hour and a half on a flight. Carol, breathe. Ain't that serious? But no. Like I understand if you was going out of the country for your birthday, so you're like, oh, okay, we're gonna go in the fall because the weather is nice there, or something out of the country. But for you to
Right.
go a couple states over, girl, bye.
But
Goodbye.
not bump beds is the criminal. It's criminal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's think about it, y'all. Let's think about it. So bump beds, like, are we like, how long we staying? I could stay in the bump bed to be for me. How long are we staying?
I
One.
stay in the attic. I ain't staying in
How
them damn
long we
bunk
gonna be in?
beds.
How long we gonna be in the house? Two. You
Can
see
you
what I'm
imagine
saying?
you go out have a good night and get you a good little sip on and go lay your tipsy ass in a bunk bed? No, thank you.
Bump
Put me in
bed or
the
the couch? I don't
put me in the attic in one of them full size beds, okay? I'm not falling out nobody's little tiny bunk bed. It wasn't even like a full on full bunk bed or a twin on full. It's two little twin beds. There ain't really no little women except for Kelly.
I mean, as long as it's not the floor, I would. It was. Let me give me a good 4 or 5 hours of sleep.
I'd rather
Okay.
sleep on the floor than in the bunk bed. At least I don't have to worry about falling out the bunk bed onto the floor. I'm
Well,
too
I'm not
old
a
for that.
roller, so I can. I'm not a roller. So, that's what I'm like. I'm not.
Get a little tipsy, you don't know. I'm having you a good little dream or
Girl,
something. Get one little roll, and that's
girl,
only
I can
taking
see my
one.
leg. I can see my leg just out the bed. Like I'm gonna be sideways anyway if I'm drunk. Okay. I can just see my ass just laying across, not
You
even
sneeze and you're
all
gonna
the
be on
way
the
in the
floor.
bed.
Okay, you sneeze and you're gonna be on the floor. That's it.
Hey, long as I'm getting my sleep on, long as I'm sleeping this alcohol off,
Yeah, if
I
you
don't
want
care.
a bottom bunk, but if you want a top, okay, you know
Oh no,
you're.
I think she just want the bottom bunk. I think she was giving that to Drew alone, cause she said Angela got her own room, a suite.
Kelly, the only one that could fit in that little bed, but okay, because I could put Kelly in
Damn,
my
not you talking
pocket.
about her her height. Damn,
Kelly's smaller than me.
I be forgetting she's short
Yeah, she
until she
petite.
stand next to someone. So yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, so Kelly was Angela was late. She finally arrived. They eat. They have a chef. They was eating, and Britt is talking like she still have a problem with Angela. Angela even came in, gave Portia and her a hug. She went around the table, say, "Hey, everyone," and she said in her confessional she felt like they was talking about her. She said, "I know when they was talking about my
And
ass."
was
And
we was talking
that's
about
what I
you.
said. You already know. You already know. So yeah. So I don't know why Britt holding on, because for Angela it's not that deep, but
She
for
is
Britt it
so
is.
exhausting. Like you don't. You know me. When we talk about Married to Medicine, I don't like you keep going over the same stuff over, and you're having a one sided beef. Nobody is beefing with you. Angela then moved on. Are you being real? Angela's like, I'm not fake. If I hugged you, I meant it. I'm like, girl, shut up, please.
Yeah, so it's yeah.
She's
So
exhausting.
yeah, I'm just Angela like, girl, I'm not even on that, so let's move on. Like, and I hugged you. You hugged me back. So don't do me like you did Kenya ass, okay?
Oh,
That was a tap, Kenya. That was a pat. Don't start. Like, girl, no. Yeah, so they also said, I think Angela ran into Kelly and Britt at the mall, and they
hiding
felt
in
like
the.
she was hiding and ducking and dodging. You
It
know how you see
was.
somebody like you be like,
Mm-hmm. Face was looking a little fluffy, like the kids were saying.
yeah. And then I don't
Probably.
like how Britt looks like she got some work done. I would say not too much for someone who else got a nose.
Mm-hmm.
Like not too
Maybe
much.
Angela sounds better than Britt. Like, girl, hush.
And her nose is really pinched. Angela's nose is really pinched, so she definitely sound more better than
Mm-hmm.
Brit. I don't know what's up with Brit and her nose. I don't know if they hit something. She said she got to take her allergy medicine. I'm like, is that really real, or this you been had allergies, or you had allergies that you got off that table? I'm just acting. I just want to know. I'm just to make you sound like that, because it sounds like you just need to go blow your nose one good time. I'm just saying. Um, I mean, I don't mind people doing work, but I just don't like them talk about other people getting work done when you sitting at the table with some of the girls got their bodies done. So not too much. I just don't
Yeah,
like
most
that.
of them had
I don't
some
like when
type of,
people.
but you down like this. Ew, girl, hush.
I just don't like when people talk about other people's surgery and they got work done themselves. Okay, that's all I gotta
Exactly.
say. Hey, it is what it is. But so they was getting ready to go out. Oh no. Before they went out, child, Angela had to let Portia know that she invited Drew.
I'm
she
expecting Drew.
I invited Drew to come. I mean, if Portia didn't really want Drew to come, she would have threw a tantrum. That's how I knew Portia is full of it. She would
Yeah.
have threw the biggest tantrum, would have got production involved. She would have broke all the fourth walls. That's how I know.
Like she cared, but she don't really care. You don't really care.
She cared. Well, she already know because this is a girl
Cash
trip.
trip. Mm-hmm.
Cash trip. Like, come on, like for real. That's why I said, like, if this was like a
Real life.
a real thing for Portia,
Right.
for Drew not to be there, she would throw attention. She would talk to production and make sure Drew ass didn't show. So, but I think the compromise thing probably was like, okay, Drew don't come the first night.
Right. Come the last night, child.
All right.
Second to last night, whatever. I don't even know how long
Whatever.
they staying there for the weekend.
That's what I think she said for the weekend or something.
Okay.
So because mind you, everybody got real lives, especially if you got businesses to deal with, so and children.
Maybe when they was checking in, Angela called Charles on that phone. Speaking of real lives,
I'm like, is there no connection or nothing? Everybody trying to talk to their peoples, I guess. I'm like, why they always got to show that? But you know, they got to talk to them, let them know they made it safe, I guess. But
everybody
I
was
don't know
doing it
why they
right
got to
except
show
for
it on
her.
camera.
Charles was like, "Hello, hello, Charles, stop playing. Charles do not be want to talk to that lady on the camera."
Nope, he probably don't want to talk on the phone. Period. Without the camera, like. He don't give me phone person. He gives me in person.
Yeah.
Like he don't care for the phone aspect of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it's not nothing to be talked about. That he gives me. He doesn't like his time wasted. Okay.
Well, if she calling and checking on the kids, he can give her 2 seconds.
Yeah, I know, but you know, he's a guy.
Charles don't want to be on that damn camera, child. He'd be like,
he don't care. So they was getting ready for Portia shindig, hold down. They're gonna have fun. They getting dressed up in they look cowgirls attire, whatever that may be. Some look good, some didn't. Some I'm like, what the hell you got on? But whatever. But as a collective, they look okay. I'm just saying, because everybody want to do that like Cowboy Carter thing, because you know Beyonce, you know they want to be on that. And now we got boots on the ground thing going now in the real time. Where your fans at? I mean, one time. Have you learned that dance yet?
No, I don't even like that song.
Kira is hard to please, y'all. Kira,
I just like the fans part when them fans at. I don't got no fan,
you like that?
That's it. Then after that, I'd be like, click. My boots.
All right,
I mean, they're on the ground, but you know.
Yeah, they on the ground, but yeah. So they get ready, and then Kelly was sharing her stylist with Britt. She's such a nice friend. Whatever. And then you know, Britt talking about she got locks. I don't know.
Still on the show. This is at least
I'm like,
the
a lock
time.
for what? I was like, for your luggage. Nobody is stealing.
They say locks. They say the hood girls put the locks in the socks and whip your tail with the locks.
Trust me, I know. But
that's what the people say. I ain't never put no locks in no socks.
Sure, Kira. Sure.
I haven't.
No, you probably have it, but I think Candy Love probably have. Never mind. Wrong person.
Thank you. Thank you.
But anyway. So yes.
Ooh, she gonna get you too.
Hey, it's okay. So yeah, I didn't get why she brought up the whole lock thing. It was just weird.
She want to tussle all the time because she's violent, allegedly.
Yeah, she giving violence. So Portia met up with her friends outside the place. They met up with her Atlanta friends. So they must got their own. Either they just got there or they got their own room somewhere else at a hotel, because they only there for that one night to just come celebrate with Portia for her birthday. So they did the bull riding, and you know Shamia, she won that. She was on that the longest. It was like competitive. So that was nice to see. And then at the same time as that was happening, we also get Drew. She is at Crew, hookah bar.
Dennis's hookah bar. Petty Betty. Because why? Out of all
Uh,
the hookah spots in ATL, why?
she just signed the contract for them to do music or some
Well,
shit.
but why Dennis's?
If he offering it up, you think I ain't going? If he offering it up, my own section, and I ain't got
Just
to
her
pay.
and friggin' Alice.
Look in exchange of putting his business on the show, because Portia ain't doing it. That's like low key promote his like if okay, it's like a fair exchange. Like
I guess
that's how I look at it. It's business. On some, if I'm thinking like a business mind, that's what's
I guess.
I'm thinking.
Just
so he was on the phone. Said thank you.
I know she actually did end up doing music with him. Just that whole Drew and Dennis, Drew and Dennis thing. I'll be like, oh God, here we go.
Yeah, so she was just thanking him and stuff like that. They said album coming soon. The album is now out right now in real time. Today, 2025 is out. It's decent. It's pretty good for an independent situation. So yeah, so it was just her and Alice. I mean, Allison. So it's like the night before she got to go to Nashville. So it's not her weekend as well. So back to Portia of it all. So it's her friend. You see a couple of gifts. She got a couple of gifts from her friends, and her sister is there. They asked where Drew. Somebody asked where Drew is at. Why are you asking where's Drew?
Yeah, I missed that. I was like, who's asking about Drew? And I rewound it, and I still don't know.
It wasn't Angela asked.
No.
And I don't think that was Kelly's voice.
I couldn't put it together. I should put my closed captioning was on. I don't think I said who it was.
It was like the camera wasn't on the person. It was like weird how that camera just did.
It was the producer.
Right, I was say, was it an answer or was somebody yelling
the camera over
like,
there?
Where's
Drew at?
Right, what?
From behind the camera.
Okay. So I'm like, how Drew getting in this? So it just brought up the whole Drew and Dennis of it all, and how she said that Angela like bullied her into inviting Drew. I'm like, and then she got crunk with Angela.
Yeah, she was putting
in front of her friends.
20 on 10.
What is going on?
Mm-hmm. So that's why I like when Angela said she's gonna stand on her size 12. So I said, please do, because Portia, girl, who you talking to?
Angela better than me because she was getting crunk in front of her friends and her sister. I was like, yo,
she said she didn't have to swing on all them people. She said, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say and leave it at that.
Well, I'm glad she said what she said. She ain't back down. She's like, it is what it is. Yeah. She said, you said it wasn't like that. So
right.
We already know what it is. In real life, of course, Angela be wrong, but since it's a reality TV show, we already know what it is when it comes to a cash trip. So it is what it is. And they was going having a back and forth exchange, and then Lauren and some other girls talking about the rumor of her and Dennis. I'm like, I wonder who started this rumor. It's giving Portia.
Portia.
Allegedly.
She had the most to say about it. Yes, allegedly.
She's sucking his Peter Weeder. And I'm like, and basically Portia co-signed it that she is sucking his Peter Weeder. And it's like, why y'all talking bad about Drew? She's not even here. And this rumors, it's just like now you have a problem.
That's how he keep his body.
I thought you just had a problem with them filming together, not a problem with her.
You know when your friends put a battery in your back, child, because she ain't had no problem like that. But now her friends is there.
I'm tired of the storyline, to be honest, of the whole Drew and Portia of it all. To be honest, I really am. She's dragging it on. It's one sided, and that's the crazy part. It make her look stupid.
Drew is entertaining it. I ain't gonna say that she ain't, child. So they both, it's more on Portia than it is on Drew. But
She ain't got no choice to entertain it because Portia keep like you. Either we can be cordial or no. You can't be cordial. It seems like you're trying to
I
ice her
feel like
out.
they are being cordial when they're, you know what I'm saying, when they're around. But I just feel like
She
everybody
get
else
if you
keeps
saw
trying to
the
make.
common attraction, she was cold with it. It was nothing cordial about it. She was cold with it. Portia was cold. I'm like, if you're trying to ice Drew out, this was given.
I don't know, because I feel like everybody else keeps pushing it on them. Like we said, Cynthia shows up every couple episodes to bring it up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Yeah, but the common attraction we see Drew came to the trip bought Portia a gift, some whiskey or whatever, as a birthday gift or whatever. I'm like, you better than me.
Yeah, seriously. But
I don't know.
but Portia's trying to keep us off of. Well, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that because she's sharing a little bit about Simon, but I wanted the nitty gritty. I wanted what Kelly was talking about. This other stuff about y'all divorce. It's like she giving us bits and pieces. She don't have nothing else to give us, and for y'all
That's
to
why
have us.
That's why she feel like a friend of
Yeah, I
instead
said for y'all
of.
to put her smack dead in the middle of one of the cast photos is very deceiving, child. Y'all just go ahead and push me in there. Put Portia ass over on the side somewhere.
Yeah, but this episode was okay. It wasn't all that great, but it was something. It has some stuff to talk about, especially it seemed like this was Drew episode is more heavy Drew focus.
Yeah.
So that's what it was giving. So yeah, but that was the end of the episode. I didn't care for how Portia got crunk with Angela, to be honest. It was just no ma'am.
Yeah, she definitely had a battery in her back.
I would have I would
Because
have to get with Portia.
why you ain't give her all that energy when y'all was at the house? Why you wait till you get with your friends and you out in public? Now you done puffed your chest up.
I don't know why nobody ain't trying to fight you over this. It was stupid. Like, I'm not trying to
She ain't
argue
trying to
about
fight
it.
neither. She just wanna.
No, but sometimes if somebody getting at Portia like this and it's too much and Portia can't handle it, she like to go for hand. She use her hands and feet. She will go there instead of using her words. She has. I mean, it's plenty of time she
We're
has.
getting a little too old for that though. And now you got a kid. Has she done that since she had that baby?
I don't know what that lady done.
That thing with Cynthia, wasn't that before she had the baby?
Yeah, what kids got to do with it? She ain't changed.
Mama, what kids got to do with it? I ain't trying to go to jail. I got kids. I am not sitting there for a night.
That's
for
you.
Nobody.
We talking about Portia. Everybody different. Everybody respond different. They be like, okay, my mama, she got her daddy. My mama handle it. My mama go have my bill money. You know how some people think.
I keep forgetting she let that daughter sit on Pop lap.
She's still old enough to twerk, hun. That 50-year-old about to come up who filmed for 2 weeks. They still like to bend over and twerk and shit.
Well, you can twerk till you 72. I don't really care about that. Now I don't know about on the TV, but
that's what I'm saying. They acting
Portia's
like
still younger than me, so I can't.
No, I'm talking about not Portia. I'm talking about the other one. You see, I said 50-something-year-old Phaedra.
Oh,
Phaedra's older than Portia.
Yeah, Phaedra older than me.
Yeah. She older than both of us. So I ain't talking about Portia. Look how you looking.
Well, I don't want to see her.
It's just like me seeing Nene Leakes bending over and still trying to turn. I mean, it's fun, but after a while it gets stale.
Like if you're having fun with your friends, you're a little okay,
but to see it on TV all the time is entertaining. This is not back years back. That was cute at first. Now it's just stale.
One trick pony.
Ooh.
Allegedly. That don't even go, but I'm just gonna throw it on there anyway.
Yeah, but it's at the bottom. All commentary is
I
illusion.
see. I gotta get to keep that on there with the reality TV child. Don't come over here and say we just talking. It's okay.
It's my opinion. This is how I feel. So blah blah blah.
That part.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know how many episodes we're gonna get of Frasier, but they are starting the after show next week. This coming Sunday, they're gonna start doing the after shows portion of it. So I don't know what they gonna talk about in the after show because it seems like the shit ain't giving. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm dead ass serious. It's not giving. It's like what else is going on?
You're gonna have to go
So
over there and see. I seen one with Portia. I guess that's the Trinity now. Portia, Phaedra, and Britt. Like, what a
yeah.
awful group of people.
That's why they grouped together.
The worst of the worst.
Somebody said frick, frat, and fraud. I saw that on Twitter.
Yes, I saw that too. I like that.
I was like, oh. I'm
I
like,
like
well,
that.
I cannot disagree with you. Yeah, people, yeah, well, yeah. That and it's different. It's just different. It's
Because
I don't
Kenya
know.
really could have just been a friend like Cynthia and Portia. They could have phased all the OGs to the back and put the new girls up front because Portia doesn't really have a storyline. I don't know what Kenya had because
I don't know what
the
Portia's
world will never
salary
know.
is. I don't know what Portia's salary is, but whew, I
Like I don't
don't
mind
know.
Cynthia in the back. You see Cynthia every now and again. She don't got nothing to talk about when.
Cynthia don't mind being in the back.
Yeah, I
Uh,
know, and that's just fine. Like you just come in, you pop in, you hang out with the ladies, you have a good time, and that's it. We don't got to talk about this new man that you got because okay, you
Cynthia
done
just
this once, twice on
Cynthia
TV
just had to
already.
be Cynthia just happy to be working, okay?
Yeah,
That's it. She
Miss
knows she's
Tubi. I like
simple.
seeing Cynthia over on the Tubi. Uh, you don't like seeing
Hmm.
Cynthia over on the Tubi?
I really miss Candy Burrs.
Oh, Mo.
I mean, I like Cynthia. I like Cynthia. She's
I
cool.
like Candy too, but the way they have things set up now, I don't even know. I mean, she
It's
could
like
always come back because they like her, but I feel like we're phasing the older girls out, and that's fine.
it's for a new class. I mean, I don't mind a new class. It's just how they doing it, and I don't know what their policies and procedures are for reality TV space like that. And we already got ex producers coming out and giving out their grievances and how things work or what
Right.
they need
Well, they got it
in
half right.
place.
They got it half right. Well, I'll say even more than half because Britt is really the only new girl that I don't like. Kelly's doing okay. Angela's doing okay. Shamir is,
Yeah,
but not really. I like her, so they,
yeah. So that's why I said at first I didn't mind Britt, but as time went on, she lost me. What she did to Kenya, so she lost me when it came to. I just took her as okay, it's a new
she
girl.
gave friend of though.
So
She
I get
never gave main character energy.
no, she didn't. I just I was being open minded, even though we already know what happened, supposedly happened, before the show aired. So I was coming in as an open mind to
Yeah,
um
I wanted to see
form
for
my own
myself because the
opinion. Right.
way she painted it, Kenya has done that in the past, but I'm like, I ain't seen Kenya mess with the girls like that. But I was like, oh, let me see. I mean, you could be right. You was there, I wasn't there. And then I was like,
I did get my opinion on it during that
what's
time,
going
so I just let it like play out, whatever. I got to see how it's gonna show up on the show.
Yeah, I
So,
just saw it
or
and it
if
was
they
like,
gonna show it at all, because they made it seem it was so bad. Like I'm like, y'all could have just cut it out altogether. So there's that.
I
So
mean, it's almost like if we just got that Kenya's thing, it would have been just the same as what we got because
yeah,
it wasn't nothing there. I'm like, girl.
yeah.
You mad about the ring comment, which really like that's ma'am, that's not even you don't know what shade is if you thought that was shade.
That was not Kenya Shay, baby, not
Then
Kenya
you mad
Shay.
about a hug. Then the next time she gave you a hug, and
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
the
Yeah.
time after she gave you a hug and you said it was a pat, and she didn't even hug everybody in the room. Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
Demarcus. I'd rather keep Drew over Britt.
I keep Drew. I just want to see if how her Ralph situation gonna pan out, and if Portia
Because
still gonna be
Drew
a
and
sour puss
well,
about. I want to see Dennis and Drew on the screen again
we
together.
can leave Portia where she's at. Portia can go with Britt next season.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Hopefully,
I
Portia
didn't
got
want
something going
Portia to
on by
come
the
back because I knew
time,
Portia was going to do exactly what she did, which was be like her homegirl Phaedra and not tell us nothing.
and then they got the whole Simon of it all. She couldn't film in that house, which was
And I
like,
think maybe that's what she thought. She thought she was going to be coming on there with that man.
I don't know. But that was the end of episode 7, y'all.
Oh,
We went
Demarcus.
on a whole rant after. But these people ain't gonna run my pressure up, okay? I don't know these people. We don't know these people, but we just entertain somewhat by these characters because that's what they are. They are characters.
Like I
Some
said,
more
Britt is
than
just
others.
exhaust. Is just unlikable and exhausting. That's
Yeah.
you need to give me a little more Kelly, even Angela, and then she tried to throw Angela astray with the side baby. I was like, oh, not you throwing Angela astray with the side baby because you mad because you are creating fake drama.
I ignored it when she said that. I'm like, don't try to get mad now. And then you throwing her rumor side baby situation on her was not warranted because all
At
she
home
didn't
with your
attack you.
husband. Yeah, with your
She didn't attack
husband.
you. Yeah,
You
with
notice
your
she didn't
husband.
play that one of the ladies with Angela. I think Angela would have gave her some of them size 12s, okay?
Yeah, she definitely would have went there with her, but
But on her Nene, like, did you catch it on camera? Oh, okay.
not did you catch it on camera? Well,
Angela
not
looked
just
like one of
look,
those.
not just on camera. You gotta get on mic too nowadays, cause child,
That's all right. You might hear a little.
right, not a little scuffle. Eva was not
Yeah.
more exciting than Drew. No. Eva was pregnant the whole time she was on the damn show. But
Eva
she was
gave
pregnant
us
back to back.
Eva
And she
gave
was
us
lying. Just
she
like
gave us
Drew.
better shit talking, but she would throw the rock and hide her hand. You would talk the shit, but then when you got confronted, you'd be like, "Me?
What?
Who said that?"
Who said that? No,
You.
not no, no.
Yeah, I saw a little skinny Portia. I went and looked when you was talking about it. The Troville.
Yeah, we saw it.
Like
Yeah.
in the cut.
I told you she was like Lauren skinny.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said
I
that.
remember her when she
Like I
first
said.
came on Housewives looking like that
Yeah, with the whole
with her Bible in the car because she couldn't go into the strip club because Cordell. Okay, she didn't have a
I
Bible,
knew
but
that
she
was look, we all knew that was fake. Her real shell came out after the divorce.
she
Like,
said,
will the real Portia please stand up? She was like
yeah,
a
yeah. Girl,
it was like
what?
her it was like when she was with Cordell, it was like a representative. Like
That's who she
where
wanted
you
to be.
she conforming to what he wants you to be. So girl, no. Just be you. And this is you. So it's whatever. Before we get out of here, can you tell the people what you got coming up on your channel?
Ooh, it's a dry week, y'all. Because there's no Raising Canaan this week. So
They finally
yeah,
get a break. So
I'm
what's
gonna get a
the
little break. We don't have film this week. I'm gonna try to squeeze in a weekly huddle on Sunday. I'm gonna have to move the time. Marcus, I gotta stop looking at these comments.
Shut DeMarcus.
I'll try to squeeze a weekly huddle in on Sunday, and I guess I'll try to just keep your notifications on, y'all.
Yeah, keep notifications on. You know, we might do a
On
Lifetime
Monday
movie
or Tubi or something.
Some.
I just watched that one with Yaya. That was good, but it was depressing. Not My Family on Lifetime.
And it's another one that came out with Tasha.
I watched that one too.
Was it
And Uncle
good?
Phil.
Yeah. Tasha and Uncle Phil, the new Uncle Phil.
Hmm.
But was it good? Because it's on my list.
And we got a new one coming this weekend with Carrie. Is it Carrie Hilson? Child, be getting people's faces confused. There's another one this Saturday. Another one.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch this Desire. It's called Desire, right? Something
Yeah, and then was
Desire.
it Fame or something this week, child? I forgot what the
Yeah,
one this week
I'm gonna
is.
look at it, and I might have to do something with it, maybe. But for me, I still gotta get this Sinners review out. Still editing. I didn't get the chance to finish due to personal life keep happening. But yeah, I'm really trying to get that out by at least tomorrow morning or something. But anyway, I got that Beyond the Gates recap, and what else? Yeah, just keep your
I know because we
hit.
just into stuff,
Just,
but like the rest of the week is kind of on a slow down a little bit because we just did Never Ever Met. We just did the Tubi movie.
oh yeah, Never Ever Mess Again. It's like
We
with
just
Never
did the
Ever Mess.
Kahoot.
It's
We
like
just did the Kahoot thing. So it's like
yeah, so it's like
Raising
yeah, just
Cane,
make
and
sure
that's
you
all behind us.
subscribe.
Go watch the old stuff that we just did a couple days ago, and then keep your notifications.
Did we check out the
No, I haven't
accused?
seen it
No, not yet.
with Paige. Fame is the one that's coming this weekend.
I think I started it and then I didn't finish it. So
I didn't even start it. Ooh, I watched Wicked
mm,
today, baby. That took up my whole day.
you finally did it, huh?
Yeah,
It was
finally
on
pulled the
Peacock. It's still
plug.
on Peacock, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't really like musicals, but it's a good story. I
Mm-hmm.
knew what I was getting it. I knew what I was getting into, so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna let them. I hit the hit the thing with her at the end. Had to hit that note with Cynthia at the end, but
Uh,
that one.
okay. Oh, I had to think for a minute, like what fucking note?
The
I forgot that happened at the end. D
yeah,
note. Okay.
and
Yeah. So.
I'll watch the second part when that comes out this
Oh,
fall.
okay. Cool.
So,
That's
yeah.
cool. That's cool. So yeah, we are about to get out of here, you guys. So thanks for watching and chatting with us. If you was chatting in the chat live, so replay game. Let us know your thoughts on how you rate this episode. It was blah 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 for me, so I don't know what to rate it. I'll give it like a 5.
So I gave it 6.5.
Okay.
Can't do
She
no
gave it
better
a
than
6 or
that.
5. Oh, okay. Let me get out of here. Uh, we are about to go. Let me see if I can end it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.